Hello everyone and welcome to Advanced Synthesis with Pharmaceutical Applications. The aim of this session is to give you a brief overview of how the module is structured and also how it fits within the context of the other modules you're going to be doing this semester. If you attended the sessions Alec and I did in the first week of September, the Welcome Back Transition into Level 6 sessions, you will have already seen this slide, or if you have watched the recording, you have seen this slide. And it shows the progression of the skills that you're acquiring when you move from one year to the other. So you are now in level 6 students. You have a good level of knowledge. You have developed your practical skills, and throughout the last year, you developed your interpretive and analytical skills. And now level 6 is very much about discussion and critique and synthesis. So we're really trying to develop your critical analysis, and that is a common thread for all the modules. We will still be using textbooks for some sections, but the core of the module will deliver throughout research papers and engaging with state-of-the-art research will be very much at the core of these and the other modules you will be doing this year. Advanced Synthesis is a 20-credit module, and that equates to 200 hours of study. Of those 200 hours of study, around 140 hours for a level 6 module are dedicated to self-study. So it's a study directed by you to prepare for your assignments, to do revision for exams, additional reading, additional research papers that you might have find for each particular topic. So that is very much self-study. It's content directed by you. The other 60 hours is content directed by us, the academic team, and me personally as the module director. Those 60 hours of learning are timetable structured by me, either as a interactive session or as additional structured independent learning. You will have 12 hours of live online sessions. They are an hour and a half each, and those are currently scheduled on Mondays between 2 and 3:30. You will also be expected to do around a bit over 4 hours a week as part of your structured independent learning, and those are that's content that I will post online week by week that will be preparing you for the next live session, preparing you for the exam. There will be research papers, there will be recording of lectures, I will be asking you to read particular chapters of books, doing exercises. It will be very varied depending on the week. And it is important that you engage with that content because it's very much at the core of the module. This is roughly how your first semester is going to look like. In the first week, you have a program tutorial with Lee, and that will be focused on your final year honors project. Weeks 2 and 3, we will have collaborative interactive sessions, and those will happen on Mondays between 2 and 3:30. And it is important that you prepare for those sessions because they will not be taught sessions. I will not be teaching you in the traditional sense. They will be discussions on information that you will have already read. So it will be very much an interactive session, discussing papers or doing exercises. So you need to be prepared beforehand to be able to extract as much as possible from each of them. Week 4 is when labs will be available for your project research. Then there is academic development week, in which you will have one-to-one tutorials with your personal academic tutor. Weeks 5 and 10, again, there are live collaborative interactive sessions that will happen on Mondays between 2 and 3:30, and you will have Fridays available for honors project research if you book the lab. And the final week of the semester will be, again, dedicated to lab time that you can book if you need to undertake research related to your honors project. The structured independent learning, which will be set by me using this Blackboard, will consist of 48 hours of structured independent learning, which equates roughly at around a little bit over 4 hours a week for 11 weeks. So that is discounting academic development week. It will be materials for study, lecture recordings, PowerPoint presentations, research articles, links to book chapters, exercises that I will ask you to complete, videos from other sources. I will also be posting in discussion boards, and it's important that you engage with those. And it's also important that you engage with me by emailing me questions, because we will not be on campus. I will not be on campus, neither would you, unless you have a lab session or a face-to-face session. So it is very important that you engage online with me to get the maximum of this module. And although I will try to be proactive, it is very important now as final year students that you do have that initiative of contacting me if you have any questions, if you are unclear what you do in a particular week, etc. And I will try to do my best to guide you. What can you do if you need help? Well, about the module, email me. Ask me any questions. Ask to organize a tutorial with me if you are unclear about a particular aspect, if you're unclear about the assessment, if you need support with a particular section of the module. That's absolutely fine. At the moment, we cannot have face-to-face tutorials, but we can definitely have online ones. So please be very proactive. And now you're final year students and you have known me now for several years. And I do hope that we have developed a relationship strong enough that you feel able to email me your questions and organize tutorials with me if you need my help. As for general inquiries, there's the science@canterbury.ac.uk email you can use. Obviously, your personal academic tutor, your program advocate, which is also your personal academic tutor, Lee, in your case. You can also contact the section director, Alec Forsyth, or myself, because I am the deputy section director for Natural and Applied Sciences. If you have a general question about your program and you feel that you need any additional input that perhaps Lee hasn't provided, that's fine. Please drop me or Alec an email. Do not discount the ISON, the frequently asked questions. For admin practical type questions, it's really interesting. Many times students email me questions about when is the exam week, what do I have to do for a particular bureaucratic issue, and I go and find the answer myself in the ISON. You're always welcome to email me and ask me, and I will try to do my best to help you. But you can cut the middleman, or in my case, the middlewoman, and use the frequently asked questions in the ISON. And finally, remember student health and well-being. That's their email address. That they are available for support, counseling services, student advisors, financial advisors. There is a lot of support you can tap into as students at Christchurch, besides the support that we in Natural and Applied Sciences, we as your lecturers, can provide you. So keep that in mind. And finally, I ask you to, as with all the presentations, we'll always ask you to do something. So at the end of this presentation, I will ask you to post questions or comments in the discussion board for week 1 that is currently available, or email me more specific questions that you feel need a more personalized response. And thank you very much for listening to this recording, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the module.